Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most emotionally heavy, stylish, and action-packed films in the James Bond franchise. No Time to Die. This video includes a full recap of the movie followed by my personal feedback as a viewer. Sit back, relax, and let's begin. No Time to Die begins with a haunting flashback. A young Madeleine Swann hides in her family's house during winter. Her mother is drunk, vulnerable, and suddenly, an armed man wearing a porcelain mask enters. This man is Lucifer Safin, seeking revenge against Madeleine's father, Mr. White. But instead of killing Madeleine, Safin hesitates, and eventually saves her when she falls through ice. This moment becomes the emotional seed that the entire story grows from. We jump to the present. James Bond is retired, living a quiet life in Italy with Madeleine. He tries to let go of his past, visiting the grave of Vesper Lynd. But the peace doesn't last. A massive explosion hits Bond at the graveyard, the mark of Spectre. Bond instantly believes Madeleine betrayed him. Heartbroken, angry, and disappointed, he sends her away. The relationship he hoped would save him collapses in moments. 5 years pass. Bond lives alone in Jamaica, disconnected from everything. Then his old CIA friend Felix Leiter arrives with a mission. A dangerous scientist, Valdo Obruchev, has been kidnapped. He developed a nanobot bioweapon called Project Heracles, a weapon that can kill specific people based on DNA. Bond refuses at first, but the world is moving toward disaster, and eventually, he agrees. Bond travels to Cuba and teams up with the fan-favorite new agent, Paloma. She's energetic, smart, and unexpectedly funny. Together, they crash a Spectre party. But it's a setup. Spectre plans to kill Bond using Heracles. However, Safin secretly reprogrammed the weapon. Instead of Bond, every Spectre leader dies instantly. Safin eliminates an entire criminal organization, without lifting a finger. Bond and Paloma escape with Obruchev, while Felix Leiter helps from the sea. When Bond boards a ship with Felix, things go wrong. The traitor Logan Ash kills Felix during an explosion. Bond tries to save him. But Felix's final words are heartbreaking. "It's a good life, James." This moment pushes Bond back into the world he tried to leave forever. Bond returns to MI6, only to discover that he has been replaced by a new 007, Nomi. Their interactions are sharp, tense, and competitive. M, Q, and Moneypenny are all hiding secrets. Heracles was originally M's project, and now it has fallen into the wrong hands. Bond begins reconnecting with Madeleine, which opens old wounds. And then comes the shocking truth. Safin reappears in Madeleine's life, manipulating her and forcing her to meet Bond with infected nanobots. Bond touches her and realizes she didn't betray him, she's a victim too. And the biggest twist arrives. Madeleine has a daughter, Matilda. Bond instinctively knows the child is his, even when Madeleine denies it. Safin's base is a massive island facility where Heracles is being mass-produced. The weapon can wipe out entire families, bloodlines, or populations based on DNA. Bond teams up with Nomi and invades the island. Explosions, gun battles, and high-stakes tension fill the final act. Bond finds Madeleine and Matilda. Father, mother, and daughter run toward safety. But Safin returns. He shoots Bond, infects him with nanobots calibrated to kill Madeleine and Matilda. And Bond knows the truth. He can never touch them again. With the missile strike inbound, Bond stays behind. He opens the blast doors manually, ensuring his family can escape. He makes a final call to Madeleine. She tells him, "She has your eyes." Bond smiles softly. For the first time, he feels complete. Even at the end, missiles strike the island. James Bond dies, sacrificing himself to protect the people he loves. As a viewer, No Time to Die felt dramatically different from the classic Bond formula. This is a movie built on emotions, guilt, forgiveness, love, and sacrifice. Bond isn't just a super spy here. He's a broken man trying to rebuild himself. Daniel Craig delivers the most mature performance of his entire Bond career. This Bond is vulnerable, sarcastic, angry, loving, and ultimately heroic. He plays a character who finally understands what he wants from life. Just in time to lose it. The action scenes are top tier. The Norway forest chase. The Cuba shootout with Paloma. The stairway gunfight on Sophan's Island. Everything is sharp, intense, and beautifully shot. Sophan is chilling, calm, and unsettling. He isn't loud or theatrical, he's cold and patient. But some viewers felt he could have been explored more deeply. Still, as a symbolic villain, representing trauma and legacy, he works incredibly well. The ending is what defines this movie. Bond's sacrifice is unexpected, bold, and historic. Whether you love or hate the choice, it gives the film emotional weight that stays with you long after the credits roll. As a viewer, I found No Time to Die to be a powerful, beautifully crafted farewell to Daniel Craig's Bond. It's not just an action movie, it's a complete story of love, loss, and redemption. This is a Bond film that dares to be human. And because of that, it leaves a lasting impression. Thank you for watching this full recap and review of No Time to Die. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. More Hollywood action movie recaps are coming soon. See you in the next video.